Okay, look at the example. Suppose order of G is equal to 20. Okay, so I write this 20 is equal to 2 raised to 4, sorry, 2 raised to 2 into 5. Okay, what is the value of P here? 2. What is N? 2. What is M? 5. Okay, here, whether this P divides M, so here P does not divide. So while this Silo first theorem, there exists a subgroup of G. Okay, say H. Okay, this is Silo 2 subgroup. Okay, this is Silo 2 subgroup of order what? P raised to I. That means 2 raised to I, and I running from 1 to 2. Is it correct? Okay. Suppose I is equal to 1. 2 raised to 1 is equal to 2. So order of H is equal to suppose 2. And okay, if I is equal to 2, and what is the second statement? Each subgroup of order 2. Okay, that is each subgroup of order. Wait a minute. Okay, so here the order of H is equal to 2. And the second statement tells us this subgroup, okay, if order of H is equal to 2 raised to 1 is normal in what? Suppose order of K is equal to 2 raised to 2, where I running from 1 to n. So what is value of n is 2. Okay, if suppose order of H, K is t raised to I plus 1, that is 2 raised to I, which is equal to 2 raised to 2, which is equal to 4. Okay, so hence H is normal in K. Is it correct? Okay, any doubt now? म्हणजे फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट काय सांगतोय मला, एखादा ग्रुप दिलेला असेल तर त्याला हा p raised to I चा सबग्रुप मिळतो. Okay, and that subgroup will be C low P subgroup. And second statement काय सांगतोय मला, order subgroup of order P raised to I is normal in a subgroup of order P raised to I plus 1. Okay, suppose the order of K is equal to 2 raised to 2, that is P raised to I plus 1. Then this H is normal in K. Okay, ha order of G असं लिहू शकतो. Okay, this G, order of G we can write 5 raised to 1 into 4. Okay, now here look at it. What is the value of P? What is N?
5.
What is M?
1.
4. Whether this 5
4.
divides 4? No. So here there exists
No.
a subgroup of G. Okay, suppose this is H1, such that order of H1 is what? P raised to I, na? That is 5 raised to 1, which is equal to 5. Okay, तर 5 raised to 2 आहे का? I running from 1 to n आहे ना? Okay, I running from, this is first statement. हा first statement सांगतोय मला. Second statement काय सांगतोय? P raised to I order असलेला subgroup हा कशात नॉर्मल असेल? P raised to I plus 1, where I running from 1 to n ना? Second statement मध्ये less than n आहे. तुमचं n किती आहे ते 1. म्हणजेच काय I is equal to 1 असेल ना? Okay, सो हियर
Yes, sir.
p रेस टू 5 स्क्वेअरचा हा सबग्रुप नाही एक्झिस्ट होणार. ओके 5 स्क्वेअर 25 होणार. ओके एखाद्या ऑर्डर सबग्रुपच्या ऑर्डर पेक्षा जास्त असते का? नो. Okay, so here first statement only applicable here. So here there exists a subgroup of G. There exists here. There exists a subgroup of G that is H1, and the order of H1 is equal to 5 raised to 1, which is equal to 5. Okay, in doubt now, and this subgroup H1 is what? Silo P subgroup. Now here 5 subgroup. Okay, म्हणजेच जर हा ऑर्डर ऑफ जी मधला किती असेल 20, then what it implies H1 is what? Silo 5 subgroup of order 5. Okay, is it correct? Of order 5. And in the above example, H is Silo 2 subgroup of order 2 square, which is equal to 4. Is it correct? P raised to I. Look at here. 2 raised to 2. Okay, any doubt? म्हणजे सीलो 5 सबग्रुपची ऑर्डर किती असेल? 5.
No, sir.
सीलो 2 सबग्रुपची ऑर्डर किती असेल? 4. ओके, suppose order of G is equal to 10. So this becomes 2 raised to 1 into 5 raised to 1. Okay, so here there exists silo 2 subgroup, okay, of G of order काय असेल? Of order 2, not 4. 2 raised to 1. Okay, and also हा असा लिहू शकतो ना आपण 5 raised to 1 into 2 raised to 1. Silo 5 subgroup of G of order 5. ओके, 5
5.
ऑर्डरचा एक सब ज्याला म्हणते सीलो 5 सबग्रुप. 2 ऑर्डरचा एक सबग्रुप आहे ज्याला म्हणते सीलो 2 सबग्रुप. ओके, फॉर एक्झाम्पल Z10. What is Z10? 0, 1, 2 up to so on 9. Is it correct? Now H is
Yes, sir.
equal to 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Order of H is equal to 5. Okay, now this is what? Silo. Wait. Order of H here is what? 5. So H is Silo 5 subgroup of order 5. Okay, हा तुमचा G असेल. Any doubt? Suppose K is equal to 0
No, sir.
and 5.
No.
Okay, so what is the order of K? 2. So this is K is nothing but Silo 2 subgroup of order 2. ओके, जर जी हा माझा तुमचा ऑफ ऑर्डर 10 असेल या एक्झाम्पल. ओके, फॉर एक्झाम्पल घेऊया. इफ सपोज ऑर्डर ऑफ जी आपण काय म्हटलं होतं 20. इज इट करेक्ट? नाव Z20 घेऊया. ओके, सपोज जी इज इक्वल टू Z20. व्हॉट इज Z20? 0, 1, 2 up to so on 19. Okay, this 20. So order of G we can write 2 raised to 2 into 5 na? Is it correct? Okay, so here H is equal to
Yes.
4 ऑर्डरचा सबग्रुप मला यायला हवा. कोण आहे 4 ऑर्डरचा सबग्रुप Z20 मध्ये? नो
Z4.
पहा कोणते सबग्रुप आहे, कोणते येतील? 0, 4, 6, 12, नाही 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 हा नाही ना, 0, 5, 10 तुमचा. Okay, so order of H is what? Order of H is 4. So this is what? H is nothing but silo 2 subgroup of order 4. Okay, any doubt? Okay, suppose this is H1. What is H2? Suppose H2
No,
is
sir.
equal to second statement काय सांगतोय, each p raised to I is normal in p raised to I plus 1. इथे काय यायला पाहिजे मला, 2 raised to 1 is normal in 2 raised to 2. Okay, there exists a subgroup of order 2 raised to 1 is normal in of subgroup of order 2 raised to 4. Okay, suppose H2 is equal to 0 and 10. Okay, order of H2 is 2 raised to 1 and order of H1 2 raised to 2. Here this H2 is normal in H1. Why H2 is normal in H1? Because index of H2 in H1 किती येते पहा, order of H1 upon order of H2 is equal to, if H2 is the subgroup of H1 and order of H1 upon order of H2 is what? 2 na, 4 upon 2. Is it correct? Okay, हा नॉर्मल कसा येते ते सांगते. If order of H1 upon order of H2 is equal to 2, that is index of H2 in H1 is 1, then हा H2 हा याच्यात नॉर्मल असतो. जर हा 2 येत असेल तर हा H2 in normal in H1. सिस्टम मध्ये आहे हा रिझल्ट. So here H2 is normal in H1. Okay, any doubt? Well, 20.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, suppose this is G. What is order of G is equal to 5 into 2 raised to square. Okay, so here there exists a C low. The P is equal to 5 here. C low. 5 raised to 1. Okay, now tell me, suppose this is H3 now. 0, 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, पहा हा सब ग्रुप आहे, हा स्वतः itself ग्रुप आहे. Okay, under the same बायनरी ऑपरेशन ऍडिशन मॉड्युलो 20. ओके, इथे पण काय असणार, ऍडिशन मॉड्युलो 20. चेक करा हा ग्रुप होतोय का, केले टेबल फॉर्म करा आणि पहा चेक करतोय का. ओके, अंडर ऍडिशन मॉड्युलो 20 यूज करायचं. ओके, 10 प्लस 15 5 ऍडिशन मॉड्युलो, सॉरी 35 ऍडिशन मॉड्युलो 20 is 15. अगेन आहे का, यस, क्लोजर प्रॉपर्टी सगळ्या प्रॉपर्टी सॅटिस्फाय होते. केले टेबल काढतो. ओके, सो हियर H3, order of H3 is what? 5. Okay, so it's I running from 1, म्हणजे I ची व्हॅल्यू फक्त 1च तुम्ही पुट करू शकता अप टू n ना. So value of n is there 1. Okay, any doubt now? This is Silo 5P subgroup. Okay, first Silo theorem. म्हणजे कोणताही तुम्हाला एक ग्रुप देऊ द्या, कोणत्याही ऑर्डरचा ग्रुप देऊ द्या. ओके, कोणत्याही नंबरला एक प्राइम डिवायझर असतोच. इज इट करेक्ट? हॅलो,
Yes, sir.
या 30 ला एखादा प्राइम डिवायझर असतो की नाही. नंबर थेरी शिकले की नाही, एनी नंबर वी कॅन राइट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ प्राइम्स. इज करेक्ट? एनी नंबर, एनी natural number we can write, any natural number greater than 2, okay, greater than 1, we can write in the form of product of prime numbers. कोणताही एखादा तुम्हाला नंबर दिलेला आहे, greater than 2 चा. Okay, 10, 5, काही असू द्या, greater than 2. So we can write that number into product of primes. Is it correct? Is it correct? 2 does not divide 15. So there exists
Yes, sir.
below 2 subgroup of order. What is the order? बोला पटकन, अजून 2 थेरम संपवायचे. Of order 2. There exists
Two.
below 3 subgroup of order of order 3. There exists a silo 5 subgroup of order 5. Is it correct? 2 raised to 1, 3 raised to 1, 5. Okay, असं आहे. ओके, म्हणजे कोणत्याही ग्रुपचा ऑर्डर, कोणत्याही ऑर्डरचा ग्रुप जर दिलेला असेल तर त्याला ऍटलिस्ट सिलो सबग्रुप एक्झिस्ट होतोच, त्याला सिलो पी सबग्रुप हे सांगायचं मला. ओके ओके, त्याचे नंबर किती असतील माहित नाही मला, पण ऍटलिस्ट 1 तरी एक्झिस्ट होत. ओके, नाउ द सेकंड साइलो थेरम. एनी डाउट अप टू हियर? Okay, now the second silo theorem.
No, sir.
Second silo theorem. What is the statement? Look at this one. Let G be a finite group. Okay, let हे सगळे रिझल्ट कोणासाठी ट्रू आहेत? इफ ऑर्डर ऑफ G is finite. Okay, not for infinite. Let G be a finite group. Let G be a finite group such that order of G is equal to P raised to n into m, where what is m? P. What is P? P is prime number. And P does not divides m. And let suppose P1 and P2. Okay, capital P1 and capital P2. Okay, this one is small p. B any 2 silo p subgroup. Two silo p subgroup of capital G. Then this P1 and P2. Okay, these are the 2 subgroups are conjugate of G. Conjugate to each other. It is conjugate subgroup of G. Okay, that is P1 is equal to G P G inverse for all G belongs to capital G. Okay, this is the definition of conjugate subgroup P2. Sorry, P2 as well. Okay, then we say that P1 is conjugate to P2. Okay, if any 2 silo P subgroups, P1 and P2. Okay, first theorem tells us that at least 1 silo P subgroup exists. Second silo theorem काय म्हणतोय आपल्याला, if more than 1, that is if 2 silo subgroups are there, okay, 2 or more than 2, P1 and P2, then that subgroup are conjugate subgroup. Okay, that means P1 is equal to G P2 G inverse. Any doubt in this statement? Okay, look at the answer now.
No, sir.
Given that G is a finite group, given that G is finite group such that, okay, order of G is equal to what? P raised to n into m, and P naught divides m. And also let P1 and P2 are what? Okay, this is small p. But कहाँ small p है ऐसा? This one is capital. P1 and P2 are in 2 CLO P subgroup. CLO P subgroup. Okay. Such that order of P1 is equal to order of P2 is equal to P raised to n. Okay. जो कोणी CLO P subgroup असेल त्याचे ऑर्डर काय असेल? P raised to n by the definition of CLO P subgroup. Okay. Any doubt up to here? Okay. Now, so
No,
suppose
sir.
this is question number
No,
one,
sir.
statement one. Now, here, this is CLO P subgroup of order P raised to n. That means P divides P1, sorry, P divides order of P1. Okay, this is small p divides order of capital P1, and this small p again divides order of P2. Any doubt up to here? P raised to n order आहे म्हणजे त्याला तो डिवाइड करेल P. Okay, now let R is all right cosets. Capital R is nothing but all the right cosets of P1 in G. Okay, capital P1 in G. That is R is nothing but what? P1 into small x. Okay, hx म्हणजे समजा असं लिहितो ना आपण G by h is the coset, right? Coset is the nature of G is what? G by h is what? hx, where x belongs to G. Okay, so here the x belongs to G. Any doubt? R is what? All the right cosets of P1 in G. Okay, now define one function. So f is the function from R cross P2 from R. Okay, by कसं define केलं? Defined by f of element belongs to R, P1x. Element belongs to P2 is suppose y, small y. कसं define केलं हा? P1xy. Okay, for P1x, this element belongs to R and small y belongs to P2. Okay, any doubt up here? Okay, now we have to
No,
show
sir.
that this function is P2x on R. We have to show that R is the P2 set. This x हा G set prove करतो की नाही आपण? Okay, x cross G2x, then x is the G set if this function satisfies that two properties. So here we have to show that this x is the G set. That means here R is P2 set. So for this, we will prove the first statement. F of P1x comma E is equal to, by the definition of this function, this is P1xe, but x into E is x. Okay, so first condition holds. P belongs to what? P2, identity of P2. So second statement, F of P1x comma G1 G2 म्हणजे इथे काय y1 y2. By the definition of mapping, this is P1 x y1 y2. Okay, such that the y1 and y2, these are the two elements belongs to P2. Okay, so this is equal to what? P1. These are the elements of G. Na? G is group. That means associative holds x y1 comma dot y2. Okay. Now this is the definition of f of P1 x y1 comma y2. Okay. Now this is the definition of f of p1x comma y1 comma y2. Okay, so hence from 1 and 2. Okay, x g acts on x now. So here p2 acts on r. That is r is what? p2 set, and p divides what? Order of p2. Okay, order of p divides what? Order of p2 from 1. Look at here, from 1. P divides order of p2 here. So hence by using p2 is r is the p2 set, p divides p2. Okay, x is g set, and p divides x. Then what we have? Then it implies order of x is congruent to order of xg mod p. Okay, by using this theorem. So by using this one, by using theorem. Okay, so here what we get? We get instead of x r, that is order of r is concurrent to order of xg. What is x? p2 तुमचा x आहे. ओके, g म्हणजे काय तुमचा? सॉरी, वेट. What is x? r. What is x म्हणजे तुमचा इथे r येईल. ओके, r. What is g? g म्हणजे तुमचा p2. ओके, this is p2 ना. So x is the g set and p divides g हवा इथे. Okay, order of g. Then using this thing. So r p2, g म्हणजे तुमचा p2 mod p. Any doubt? Okay.
No, sir.
So we know that what we know, order of r is nothing but what? Collection of all the right cosets of p1 in g. That means index of p1 in g. Okay. So this implies order of r is equal to order of g upon order of p1. Correct? R म्हणजे काय तुमचा? R is right cosets of p1 in g. That means order of r is equal to index of p1 in g. Okay, this one. मग हा इंडेक्स कसा करतो आपण? इंडेक्स ऑफ p1 in g, order of g upon order of p1. Okay, but what is the order of g? P raised to n into m. What is the order of p1? P raised to n. Okay, so this implies order of r is equal to what? M, small m. Okay, but in the given statement, p does not divide m given. Okay, so this implies p does not divide order of r. Is it correct? Hello. Reply there, guys.
Yes, sir.
P does not divide order of r. So this implies p, sorry, order of rp2 is not equal to 0. कसं काय आला हा? त्याच्यावरून हा स्टेटमेंट कसा लिहिला मी? ओके, order of rp2 is not equal to 0. पहा, since suppose if order of rp2 is equal to 0, then what is the value of this one? That's our ha. Okay, p divides what? Order of r minus order of r p2. Okay, I know याचा अर्थ. Okay, is it correct? Hello. हम्म. P divides order of R
Yes,
minus.
sir.
Yes, sir.
जर हा तुमचा ऑर्डर झाला तर काय होईल? P, okay, but we have here P does not divide order of R. Okay, so then if order of P R P2 is equal to 0, then we have P of P divides order of R minus order of RP. That implies what? P divides order of R. But we have P does not divide order of R. Okay, hence this is not possible. This is not possible. Hence order of RP2 is equal to not equal to 0. Understand? Okay, so this is all. P2 is greater than or equal to what? 1. Okay, तो तुमच्या मेन मध्ये कसा आहे हा xg सारखा आहे ना, xg म्हणजे तुमचं p2, x म्हणजे तुमचं r. What is xg? What is the definition of xg? Collection of those elements belongs to x, that f of xg is equal to x for all g belongs to capital G. Okay. कोणाचा सबसेट येतोय हा x चा. सो इथे हा r p2 कोणाचा subset येईल? We know that r p2, this is the subset of r. Is it correct? xg is the subset of x na. So r p2 is the subset of r. Okay, any doubt? Okay. Now that by the
No, sir.
definition of R2, now look at here. Let's take any element belongs to RP2. कसा असेल RP2 मधला element? P1, X. This is the element belongs to RP2. Okay. XG. XG हा तुमचा X चा सबसेट आहे. म्हणजे RP2 हा कोणाचा सबसेट असेल? R चा. ओके. म्हणजे एलिमेंट बिलॉंग्स टू RP2. कोणताही एलिमेंट, एनी एलिमेंट बिलॉंग्स टू RP2 is of the for this one. Okay, why? Because the any element belongs to R of this nature. Okay, कळते का कसं घेतलंय तो? Wait.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here this is not the part of the group. Okay, so now this is P1X belongs to R. Sorry, suffix law. This is P1X belongs to RP2. Okay, now by the definition of RP2, what is RP2? The nature of RP2 is equal to P1X belongs to R such that if P1X, G, म्हणजे तुमचा G काय आहे? Y एलिमेंट असेल. ओके, Y belongs to P2. ओके, हा P2 मधून आलेला असेल. is equal to P1X for all Y belongs to G. G काय तुमचा P2. Okay, hello P2. So this is the definition of RP2. If P1X is the element belongs to RP2, then it holds this condition. Okay, so this implies f of P1X comma Y is equal to P1X for all Y belongs to P2. Okay, so this implies by the definition of function, we define this one. This is P1X Y is equal to P1X for all Y belongs to P2. This is as it is. So this implies P1XY, okay, by right multiplication by X inverse. This is P1 for all Y belongs to P2. Okay, if this statement is true for all y belongs to P2 here. Okay, H A is equal to H. That means A belongs to H. Okay, so this implies this element X Y X inverse. This element belongs to P1 for all y belongs to P2. Okay, प्रत्येक y साठी हा स्टेटमेंट काय माझा ट्रू आहे. So this implies it. So this implies X P2 X inverse is what belongs to P1. Is it correct? Okay. This implies X P2 X inverse is the subgroup of P1. Okay, या टाइपचा प्रत्येक एलिमेंट काय belongs to P1. That means X P2 X inverse whatever with this group. Okay, is the belongs to the subgroup. Okay, group ठेवलं ना आपण तो एलिमेंट नाहीये तो सबसेट आहे. Okay, any doubt? This is the subgroup of P1 from 1. What we have from 1? Order of P1 is equal to order of P2. And X P2 X inverse is equal to what? H order आणि H order same आहे. Okay, आणि हा याचा सबग्रुप आहे. That means X P2 X inverse is equal to P1 for हा X कुठे येतोय? X belongs to G. Okay, so therefore P1 and P2 are conjugate subgroup of G. Conjugate subgroup of G. So in the second Silo theorem tells us that any two Silo P subgroups are conjugate to each other. That is conjugate subgroup of G. Okay, what is the meaning of conjugate subgroup? So there exists an element X belongs to G such that X P to X inverse is equal to P1. Okay. Any doubt? Okay.
No, sir.
On this sum, suppose order of G is equal to 20. Okay. If suppose order of H, which is equal to suppose 2 raised to 2 into 5, and order of H is equal to 2 raised to 2, that is equal to 4. या 4 ऑर्डरचा एकच ग्रुप आहे का याच्यात? ओके, ऑर्डर ऑफ H1 ही 4 येऊ शकते ना. समजा हा H1 असेल तर ऑर्डर ऑफ H2 हा येऊ शकतो दुसरा ऑर्डर 4 ऑर्डरचा अजून एक सब. ओके, तर हे काय असू शकतात? H1 is what? Conjugate to H2. For example, if G is equal to suppose S3, what is the order of G? 6. Okay, which is equal to 2 into 3. Okay, is it correct? Yes, 3. S3 is what? I 1 2 1 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 and 1 3 2. Is it correct? Okay, order of G is equal to 2 into 3. So there exists a CLO, two subgroup of order 2. Is it correct? 2 is to 1. Okay. Hello. Correct आहे का हे?
Yes, sir.
Suppose H1, order of H1 is equal to 2. Okay, this is CLO 2 subgroup. What is H1? I and 1 2. This is the CLO subgroup of what? G, which is equal to S3. And again, what is of order of H2 is equal to 2? What is H2? H2 हा असा एक सबग्रुप आहे ज्याच्यावर 2 आहे. Which one? I and 1 3 हा एक सबग्रुप आहे त्याचा. ओके, S3 चा सबग्रुप ऑफ S3. अजून एक सबग्रुप होते 2 ऑर्डरचा. प्रत्येक वेळेस एकच सेल असं नाहीये, एकापेक्षा जास्त येऊ शकतात. H3 I and 2 3. This will be again the subgroup of S3. So here H1, H2 and H3 are what? Conjugate subgroup of S3. Any doubt now? ओके, 3 ऑर्डरचा कोण असेल
No,
कोणी सांगा
sir.
मला. एक सबग्रुप एक्झिस्ट होते ऑफ ऑर्डर 3, सी लो 3 सबग्रुप ऑफ ऑर्डर 3 raised to 1, that is 3. सबग्रुप ऑफ ऑर्डर 3 ऑफ S3. भुई आहेत का पूर्व? भुई आहेत का? अपूर्वा भोई, श्वेता शिंदे. हा, कोणत्या
Yes,
आहेत?
sir.
कोण येईल? कुठला शब्द येईल? सबग्रुप ऑफ ऑर्डर 3 ऑफ